Hey guys, this is Dave. I'm completely new to comic book collecting. I haven't been doing it that long. My brother's really big into comics, so I decided that I'd give it a shot. I used to collect comics when I was younger, kind of got out of it, but lately I've been reading it a lot. Just been really big into it. And then I decided to look up some videos on YouTube, found the YouTube community, decided I'd post a video, see how it goes. Maybe post some more every time I get a new haul in. Went to the comic shop today, and oh yeah, shout out to Poet Skinny. He's one of the first people I watched. Was really entertained by it. Um, picked up a newer series today that I've never really read before. Uh, a buddy recommended it to me, and I just love the covers. I love the artwork. I didn't think that I'd really get into this superhero, especially because one, I'm never really a big fan of heroines. I feel like a bunch of times, female superheroes are created just because the artist is horny, wants to draw something overly sexual, and that's what it turns out to be. But I picked up a bunch of Batgirl today. Here's Batgirl number 2. Batgirl number 3. I found these covers amazing. I don't know. I've read some of the older Batgirl, liked it, but I think I like this better. Batgirl number 4. I know a lot of you will disagree about my view on female superheroes, especially Poet Skinny. He buys anything with a female on it. But here's number 5. And this is an awesome cover. This is number 6. Also, I know my lighting is very bad. I'm recording this at 2 a.m. because I'm stupid. Should be asleep. But I have the day off work tomorrow and decided I'd stay up and talk about comics. After watching a movie about comics, X-Men First Class with some friends. Good movie. Number 7. Another good cover. There's Batgirl number 8. They didn't have 1, they didn't have 9, so I was kind of disappointed about that. But whatever. Here's 10. They're pretty easy to find. Comic shops I go to, I know that a lot of people are interested. I know you guys have mentioned some comic shops, and I've looked them up on the net. I live in North Carolina. The big ones are Parker, Banner, Ken Lane. It's a pretty big comic shop. Then A. Pennyworth's. It's been around a while. Here's Batgirl number 11. And the big store that most people know is Heroes. Heroes aren't hard to find. They have HeroesCon every year. Definitely excited for that this year. They just recently had a mini con in January. There's 12. I didn't get a chance to go. I've never been to a con. But hey, I'm sure that'll change this year. Hoping to go to New York Comic Con. There's 13. Awesome cover in my opinion. And another great cover, 14. The Joker. 15. And then this is my favorite cover, one of my favorite covers ever. This is just an amazing, amazing cover. And here's Batgirl number 16. And that's one of the things that kind of pulled me in, because I was kind of deciding, you know, I wanted to pick up some of the new 52 because I have a lot of older stuff, a bunch of the 80s, some 70s, but I wanted to, you know, get more into the newer stuff, and I was trying to decide. You know, I've heard good things about Nightwing, you know, Detective Comics, Action Comics, but then a buddy said Batgirl. Looked at the covers, and they were amazing. They kind of just pulled me in. Not to mention the artwork and stores are great. Recently got big fan of B superheroes. That's another thing. So that's kind of why I wanted to check out some Batgirl. And then she's even a B. She's like a C. But Black Panther number 1. Black Panther number 2. Punisher's another superhero I have. I'd like to get a run of just about every series. Black Panther number 3. Black Panther number 4. And then this, I was checking out today. I don't know how this ended up with the rest of my haul, but I was with a friend. He was buying some comics. I think he might have like stuck it in the pile that I was getting, but yeah, I'm not really complaining. Flash number 3. I like the Flash. Planned on getting some of his comics anyway. It just makes it easier on me. And Iron Fist number 1. I found it hilarious that he tries to be all badass but has some slippers on while doing so. That's not very superhero manly. But whatever. He's fighting Iron Man. It's pretty awesome. And then I was at a comic book shop. Didn't know much about Nova, but I know that they're like rebooted it or are rebooting it, and they had number 1. And I know that a lot of people like to buy number 1s if they're affordable, read it, and if they like it, then they go back to buying more of them, and that's what I did. It's a pretty short series overall. I think it's like 15 comics. So why not have one out of the way? And then we have Robin, the limited series. This is 1 out of 5. Funny story. I got into comic book collecting very recently, like I said, because of my brother. But I've had this comic for probably 16 years, and it's in very good condition. You can't really see because my lighting's terrible. I need to fix it and film somewhere else next time. But I found this in a storage box, and I decided to board it, bag it, throw it in my collection. I looked for the other 3. It's relatively good condition. And then this is my dude, Static Shock. There's only like 8 in this series, and they didn't have the first 3, but I snagged 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. He had a show on Cartoon Network, and that was my shit. African American, dreadlocks. You can't get more threatening than that. One of the coolest superheroes, in my opinion. Much cooler than the cartoon one though, because this one's like, I don't know, he just looks more mature, not like a 12-year-old running around. Number 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then this is one of my favorite series, and I'm running low on time, so I'll only show a couple of them for now. I'm really not going to show any of the other stuff I have, mainly just new comic book hauls that I get every now and then. But here's a nice Wolverine number 1. I would love to get the 1982 series, the first 4. And I know one of my shops has 3 of them, but I think they're a little too pricey. I can get them cheaper and better condition. I think shops sometimes overvalue a comic, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm seeing, you know, Spider-Man 129 go for $1,000 in, you know, amazing condition, and then you'll go to another site, same one for like 500. I don't know. But I guess that's a lot of like consignments too. People desperate. Wolverine number 2. Sorry for my rant there. Number 3. And also with 2 and 3 kind of reflects the movie coming out in June, I believe, June 26th or something. Where Wolverine kind of goes back to the comic book roots. He meets up with Silver Samurai, and I hope that they're a lot more faithful to that storyline. And I hope they don't fuck it up like they did the first Wolverine, because that was just terrible. I hope they pull like kind of an X-Men First Class style type of movie with Wolverine. Number 4, 5, 6, 7. This is one of my favorite Wolverine covers. Of the ones I own anyway. 8, 9, and then this I just picked up today. I was stoked. 2 of the stores didn't have it. Heroes ended up having it. Picked it up immediately. This is number 10. One of the more rare ones, or more expensive, maybe not rare. This is Wolverine and Sabretooth fighting for one of the first times. Or I think it is the first time. Really cool issue. Definitely one of my favorites. Probably my favorite of the entire series. I don't know. So far, anyway. And then just some other comics I picked up recently is Spider-Man 92 with Iceman. Spider-Man 104, Kraven the Hunter, and 105. And then Daredevil number 42. I see myself collecting a lot more Daredevil or Iron Man than Amazing Spider-Man because they're cheaper. There's not as many. It just seems much more easier, especially for a college student and somebody new to collecting. I can't go out and get all these Spider-Mans like a lot of people. So I got to keep it reasonable. And I don't know. I love Daredevil when it's not played by Ben Affleck. And I like Iron Man. Really looking forward to building my runs on that and see what happens. You guys don't have to comment or subscribe, but I encourage it. Take care.